What up everyone, it's your boy X-Man87 here, bringing you another Star Wars Black Series video, and what I have for you today is the Hasbro post-exclusive Star Wars Black Series The Armorer action figure review. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, happy Mandalorian weekend everyone, hope you enjoyed the season 2 premiere, it was epic. Now to celebrate the return of the Mandalorian, let's take a look at one of my favorite characters from the show, the Armorer. Now taking a close look at the Armorer, this helmet looks awesome. Really love the design, love the color of the helmet. It's almost between this bronze and dull gold kind of color, but it looks good. I like the details. There's a slight wash to it too all around, so that looks very good. And it's not like your traditional Mandalorian helmet with the regular T-visor going on. You have this sculpt in the middle that kind of breaks that up. And if you look at Sabine Wren, kind of the same thing, you know. Others like Bo-Katan Kryze have this kind of design on the helmet. So I think it's a female Mandalorian thing, because you look at all the other males, again, traditional T-visor, and bring the heavy gunner out here, another T-visor. You're just taking a look at Boba Fett. So yeah, this is definitely a female Mandalorian design. So it's a unique fashion. I like it. I dig it. Wow, this sculpt is awesome. I really like the horns on top of the helmet too. So that looks really good. Nice sculpt on the side right there, on the back as well. So lots of nice attention to details on this helmet. It makes me happy. So I do have this gripe in the neck area that when I lift her head all the way up, looks fine on the side, right? But then at the front, it has this like slant going on, and it really bugs me because I try to work around the ball joint, and no matter what I do to kind of make it centered, it just doesn't stay centered, and it just keeps going off to the side like that. Definitely is off-putting. I don't like that. So I don't know if the other Armorer figures have this issue or it's just my figure, but this is not the way. Taking a look at the rest of the body here, it's kind of nice to see what colors she's actually sporting, just because in the show she's always seen in this dark setting, so it's kind of hard for me to make out the colors. But as you can see, the armored chest plate right here is painted in a nice rose gold color. So the rose gold paint came out really nice on mine, and you don't really see rose gold painted on figures. And it kind of has this nice metallic sheen going on, so I really like it. And you got the shoulder pads right here with some padding texture. That looks nice, kind of pliable as well. And then this part I dig a lot, and it's the fur right here. So with the post-exclusive, you're gonna get this, the soft goods fur, and I prefer this so much more than the regular release. The regular release has a sculpted fur on the back, so I don't know, I don't have that figure on hand, so I don't know how much it'll limit articulation with the head movement. But with the soft goods, you know, I don't experience any kind of hindering whatsoever. And as you can see, if you lift this up, that hole right there, that's where that plastic fur would be plugged into or glued. So it really feels nice, and I kind of had to brush this down because it was very curly out of the package. So just to make the fur look flush, that's what I did. The arms came out looking great. Got some nice subtle texturing right there. Some nice design sculpted on the arms. Some straps there. You get some wrinkles and some folds. You get this padded like glove, so that looks good. And the hands right there, she got some nice armored like plating right there on top of her hand with some texture, so that looks good. Next you get this high-waisted skirt in brown, and it looks really good. You get a lot of texturing throughout. You get some wrinkles and folds sculpted, and some ridges going across, so look at that. And it looks very leather-like, so very good job here, Hasbro. Then at the top of the skirt, you get this belt with all kinds of sculpting on it. You know, you get some paint here, whatever that is, in a gold and silver. And yeah, everything else looks good. And the skirt is pretty pliable, so, you know, you can fold that up right there. And you won't have any kind of trouble, you know, making her legs move, because that's one thing I really wanted to do, is get this figure in nice poses, especially trying to recreate that scene where she's taking out all the stormtroopers. I just had to do that, man. That was like one of the best 20 seconds in Star Wars history. That was freaking awesome. She kicked ass in that scene. And again, you get some of that subtle texturing that were on the sleeves onto the pants. You get these stripes on the side, so that looks cool. And the boots, again, with that nice texturing, making it look leather-like. Got the straps around the ankles, and then some armored plating at the tip of her toes and on her heels as well. So that looks really good. And at the bottom, just peg holes on the feet. Now for accessories, she comes with these tongs, and it's nice and pliable, and this hammer as well. So these will be included with the regular retail release of the Armorer, and they fit nicely in her hand. So if you want to pose her like in the scene where she's about to take out those stormtroopers, you can. Now to cover the fun stuff for this post exclusive, she comes with a few additional accessories that will not be seen in the regular retail release. For one, she comes with this hammer that has this nice orange translucent top to it to help sell that illusion of it being heated as she's forging weapons and armor and such. So this looks really good, and to help sell that idea even further, you have this nice kind of forging spark effect, and there's like this little nub right here, so you could plug this in like so, because you have this hole, and you're just gonna plug that in, and boom, look at that. That looks freaking dope. So as a photographer, this stuff screams to me. I absolutely love this. You get this nice blue and kind of orange color at the center. You know, you got the nice yellow around it. This looks so good. I absolutely love this. Then next up, you get these tongs in a larger size, and again with the orange translucent top to it. This is really, really cool. And on top of that, you will get a Mandalorian helmet that's also translucent, and it looks like it's being heated. You know, it looks really, really good. I like this, and you get that kind of blue effect going on, like as you saw with the spark effect. So, you know, it could just look like, you know, she's striking down on it right there at the center. So this is awesome. And then you could clip these tongs on to wherever you want on the helmet. So like this right there. And yeah, that looks freaking dope. I love it. Really love the color split to this. As the front, you get the nice dark metallic color, and then it slowly fades to the translucent part, and it just looks so good. And just for fun, I wanted to put this helmet on a figure, so we just take Sabine Wren right here. And yeah, it's a little big, but you know, again, this is just for fun. I really like how you can see her head through the back. That is pretty cool. Definitely on the big side, but Sabine would make this look really cool doing some graffiti artwork on this helmet. So all in all, some super dope accessories here. Now for articulation, she has some pretty decent articulation that kind of surprised me, and I ended up liking. So her head moves that far up, which is really good, and it moves that far down. It swivels, it pivots, and it rocks around. Her arms move that far up, it moves down. All around, you got the shoulder butterfly joint that rocks back and forth, so really good. Shoulder swivel, elbow swivel, single jointed elbow that meets the 90-degree mark, or actually passes it, so that's pretty good. And you got the wrist swivel with the traditional wrist hinge. On the other hand is the vertical hinge. You got the diaphragm joint that moves that far forward and that far back. Waist swivel, and it has a nice deep pivot, and it rocks around. Her legs move that far apart. She kicks up that high. Again, the skirt does not hinder that, so that's a real good high kick. And it kicks that far back. Her legs rock around. Got the thigh swivel. Single jointed knee, sadly, no double joints, so I don't know what's up with Black Series just eliminating the double joints. With a character that moves so fast, when she was kicking those stormtroopers' asses, it would have been really nice to get double knees for this character for more range. So sadly, I don't get my heel to the armorer butt, and her ankles move up that far. Actually, it doesn't even move up at all. That's as far as you're gonna get it, so just straight, and then it moves that far down, so that's good, and all around ankle pivot. Now for some comparisons, here is the Armorer next to Boba Fett and the Heavy Gunner Mandalorian. Here she is next to the updated Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian. Gotta keep your Stormtroopers away from her so they won't get their asses kicked and end up being laid out flat in your display shelves. Here is the Armorer next to a fellow female Mandalorian, Sabine Wren. And finally, here is the Armorer next to the standard Mandalorian and the Beskar Armor Mandalorian, in which she helped forge his armor as Season 1 progressed. Alright, and now to wrap things up, my final rating is an 8.5 out of 10. I had so much fun photographing this figure, mainly because the highlight of this, what I'll call a deluxe version, includes these bonus accessories that made me want to photograph this figure so bad and help create some dynamic scenes come to life. I can understand some collectors not caring or wanting to pay a few dollars more for the extra accessories, but for someone like me, the very few extra dollars is worth it because of how it enhanced the playability for me, and it made it possible for me to create pics I wouldn't be able to with the regular release, as I would have felt limited. And I never want to feel limited in my photography, therefore it was worth it to me, and it'll also be worth it for those collectors who just want everything Star Wars Black Series and everything that comes with it, including bonus accessories such as this. On top of that, you get the soft goods fur that makes the figure look and feel more lively. So yeah, the extra $5 to $10 on this is the better offer in my opinion. The articulation is pretty good besides the single jointed knees. I really enjoyed posing this figure around. The sculpt and paint are utterly fantastic. The only issue I ran into was the off-centered neck. My score would have been higher if it wasn't for that. Overall, a great looking figure with some great accessories and a great addition to the Star Wars Mandalorian collection. So now I kick it back to you guys. What do you guys think of this Armorer Deluxe figure? And what other character from the Mandalorian would you like to see next in the 6-inch Black Series line? Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. That was my review. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. This is the way. Peace.